Well, it is Tuesday. You are listening to WODU Studios, the best in college radio. I am the Squatch.
And I am Marcella.
Wow, it all works.
It
This is
does.
awesome. And you are definitely listening to the Squatch Sports Report, Season 4. Can you believe
Wow.
it? Season
This is
4.
so exciting. I feel like it's been so long.
It has, and things are winding down. One more season with me,
Oh my
and you'll
gosh.
be on your own unless you get a co-host to come in. You'll have
Wow.
this time and next time, and who knows? This may be my last season. We'll have to see what happens. I'm only taking 2 classes in the fall, and yeah, there's a whole lot of changes that I have coming on this next year. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But you know what? We've got a whole lot of many weeks to talk about that between now and then. For right now,
It's definitely good to be back.
it's definitely good to be back. And for those of you that are in the Northeast, I hope that you all fare well in all this weather. It's
Oh
not the
man.
monster snowmageddon blizzard of 2015, but still be safe and be careful while you guys are out
Yeah.
there. And also, too, those of you that are in this area, we dodged a bullet. So that means you have plenty of opportunities to come out and watch Old Dominion sports. You know, we've got basketball. The basketball team's doing really
Yeah.
well. I mean, they dropped their last 3 on the, we're going to have to kind of work on that, but they're doing well at home. The TED is selling out. The student section is live, and we are supporting the Monarch Nation, both the men and the women's basketball. So congratulations to both of them, and congratulations to the women's tennis team, who this past weekend beat out Penn State 5-2 at home here in Norfolk, where they had an opportunity to really put it away in a manner that was definitely assisted by the crowd. If you guys weren't there, there's a little write-up of it online. You could talk about it here, how the crowd was live. It was ready to go. So if you want to go see good sports, I mean, who doesn't like women's tennis?
Oh yeah, and I saw the invite for it, and I think that's a really good idea. I think it was Dominic who was inviting, and it was just, So I lost it again. Okay, there it is.
Oh, wow, they actually have us on the right side now.
Yeah.
I don't know how to act. I really don't know how to act. This is great.
But I was just saying, I think it was a really good idea to get everyone involved and just invite people to go and make sure that they know that women's tennis is here and they're playing a big name school like Penn State. And it was fun to see that. I mean, so much interacting and everything.
That's
with
true.
The Old Dominion students and
were you
sports.
there?
I was not, but I saw so many Snapchats. I think Jonathan was there. I know a lot of people that were there.
There was a whole lot of my fellow brothers from Phi Tau that were there supporting the women's tennis. And February 13th, which is not that far away, the women will be once again back at the women's tennis center here in Norfolk at the campus of Old Dominion, where Phi Tau will be there, and hopefully the rest of you all will get an opportunity to get out there and support them, as you always do. Don't forget, we've got wrestling, we've got intramurals, we've got intercollegiate. I mean, there's so many different opportunities to check out sports and
and
there's always campus.
There's always club sports. If you don't get in the varsity, you can be one step below in the club if intramural is not as competitive as you like.
That's true. And also, too, since we are on the subject of Old Dominion sports, I want to give a congratulations. So many things have happened over this past year while we were gone. There's so many different things to talk about. And one of them, I want to give a congratulations to the 2014, which I guess it's really the 2015 is when they'll start playing. But the draft, or actually, it's baseball, so it's going to be like 16. They'll be freshmen this fall. Anyways, the 2014 draft class for Old Dominion University baseball, congratulations to them, especially Drew and his buddy Mark or Mike. Congratulations to both of you guys, 2 outstanding young men from the peninsula who are going to come down here and make a huge difference right as soon as they start playing. So congratulations to both of you guys and the rest of Old Dominion athletics, and especially the baseball team, where hopefully this year you guys will be able to get farther past the super regional and maybe even make it, knock on and scare some people as you go on your quest for the College World Series.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed by that. And also, too, congratulations to all those members of the basketball team's second draft class that just happened like last week, I think it was. So congratulations to all of you, and hopefully you guys can come in and see what great organization not only the basketball team is, Old Dominion Athletics, and, of course, what it means to be part of Monarch Nation. So I'm really excited about that as well. So congratulations to you guys. And since this is the first show back, I've been working on a segment, Marcella. I've been trying to do this since season 2, I want to say it is. I can't even remember now. But maybe with our time slot this year, it probably won't happen because it's so god awful late.
Yeah.
But maybe we can set it up and get a special broadcast date or something like that. But what I'd like to do and what I've been trying to do is set it up to where these young athletes who are looking at possibly coming into the college, especially here at Old Dominion, and get them in on the show for like a little athlete guest spot where they'll be able to tell about why they love the sport that they do or what they see their future is and the potential for them wanting to come here and play at Old Dominion. And hopefully those of you that are members of the Old Dominion Athletic Society can take the show and say, hey, look, there's some that we want.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. It's like a little audition or a little get to know, little background information. And if that's a really good idea.
And it'll give them a little bit of exposure to having to deal with the media. Now, it probably won't be that much in college, but, as they go farther along in their career, they'll say, hey, look, I was on the Squatch Sports Report and the Squatch and Marcella.
Yeah, and that's how I started.
They set me up for success.
Yeah.
So, you never know.
And that'll be awesome because then they'll be like, well, I got the first exposure to this kind of stuff here in Old Dominion in the Squatch Sports Report WOD Studios. That would be awesome.
That's it. And also, too, just to kind of, since we're here in the beginning of the show, I want to go ahead and open up. Mike, if you're out there listening, buddy, I miss you so much. You need to come back to the studios. But because he reminded me to make sure that I did it, and I was going to do it anyways, I want to take a few seconds and in remembrance, take a moment of silence for Ernie Banks. And we'll talk about who Ernie Banks is right after this moment of silence. And for those of you that do not know who Ernie Banks is or was, Ernie Banks was Mr. Cubs. He was the man, the myth, the legend of the Cubs franchise. He went on probably one of the greatest Cubs players of all times, and he passed away this past weekend. So from one Cubs fan and the Cubs Nation here that is represented here at the Squatch Sports Report, Ernie, we're going to miss you, and hopefully the Cubs can win it this year. Like I said last year, 2015.
All right. Well, we'll see. I respect what you're saying.
In your honor.
Right.
So, there's a whole lot of things to talk about.
Right.
Did you watch the East-West Shrine game?
I did not.
Really? So you didn't even take time to watch Taylor Heineke play?
No, I heard about it. I heard that I was looking on my Twitter and there was a lot of things happening. There was actually reporters reporting, obviously, on Taylor Heineke. This one particular one said, I think I retweeted it. He said that Taylor Heineke was looking the best out of all the ones he's seen. It's true.
It's true. The only other quarterback that I saw that was comparable to what Taylor Heineke's performance was that young boy out of Georgia. He's gonna make some team very happy.
Right.
And also, too, if you didn't check this out, since we are talking about former Old Dominion Monarch quarterback Taylor Heineke, he has elicited the help of a major sports manager. So we're seeing now that he is going to make the step going into the professional, the NFL. At least try to make that leap. He also, like I said, went to East-West Shrine game, which is one of those games that kind of give players an opportunity. It's kind of like a Pro Bowl type atmosphere where you've got a whole bunch of different players for a whole bunch of different possessions who may go out and play one possession. So you might have an offensive line, wide receivers, a quarterback, and running. But, the whole starting lineup that you would have on offense, they'd go out for one possession, and then the next group would go out. And you have a couple guys that would stay out for a few different ones because obviously there's not a whole lot of available players, so to speak, maybe for like a right tackle or nose guard or something like that. So they might play out for a few possessions, and you'll get those key guys like maybe a wide receiver you weren't too sure about. You go see him and, okay, well, he's got good football knowledge or whatever it might be. And Taylor Heineke being at this game, that shows that his commitment to the next level. And one of the key takeaways, something that you really need to watch out for, even though Chip Kelly said that the Eagles are going to do everything that they can to take Marcus Mariota in the draft, Chip Kelly did go specifically to talk to Taylor Heineke.
Really?
He pulled him out, singled him out, and talked to him one-on-one about the possibility of a future with the Philadelphia Eagles organization.
Wow. So even Chip Kelly is keeping an eye on him, and that's big.
That's it. And don't forget, NC State football head coach, who famous quarterback came out of NC State? Who's coach?
Talking about Glennon?
No.
Mike Glennon?
Mm-mm.
You're talking about he was a quarterback, came out of NC State.
Well, we're
You're talking about a coach?
right now.
Oh, right now, no.
Who his coach compared Taylor Heineke to. I'm referring to Russell Wilson,
Really?
the former quarterback of the NC State Wolfpack and the current quarterback of the current Super Bowl winning quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, who led his franchise to back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, first time since 2004 in NFL.
Yeah.
And who was that?
Brady.
That's right. So
they're facing off.
That's right. This is going to be, and we'll have plenty of time to talk about the NFL later in the broadcast and things like that. But yeah, so it'll be something to watch out for. And I will say right now, as a Redskins fan, if Taylor Heineke makes it, and if it's not Dallas, I will have a Taylor Heineke jersey. I promise you. As long as it's not Dallas. If he goes to Dallas, I will not buy a Taylor Heineke Dallas jersey. Maybe I'll buy the wife one. Maybe she can have it.
Oh, yeah.
But I won't buy it. If he's Eagle, I will have an Eagles Taylor Heineke jersey, and I don't give two rats behind what anybody has to say about it.
Good catch.
I really don't. I try to have to remember I'm now back on the air, and I have to watch what I say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really interesting. I'm really kind of I'm in his corner, so we'll see what kind of numbers he puts up at the combine, because we could see the potential for the next Russell Wilson coming out of here here.
That's crazy. Can't believe he said that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he said that right before this past year when we went down to Raleigh to play the NC State.
Yeah.
He referenced that. So it was even before he saw him on the field.
He knew.
Yep.
And then, of course, they played very well that game despite the loss.
That's true.
And everyone was thinking they're just going to bulldoze over ODU.
Yep. No, they didn't.
And not until the second quarter when they just came out and just.
That's true. It'll be great to see. And don't forget, too, Old Dominion wrestling team have opportunity to put the team's doing really well. So we'll go there. I mean, they're like 15th, I think, 12th in the nation. So we have that. And then we also have the fact that we have individual wrestlers who right now are threatening for a national championship for Old Dominion in wrestling. So this is awesome.
I feel like ODU, I mean, we're always in the talks for national championships in wrestling, and we're always ranked. Definitely need to keep a better eye on that. I know because, I mean, we're doing great, wrestling, even golf, tennis.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we get more students aware of that and to see, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to – these next couple of years, up to the 2017 season, we're really going to see some amazing things happening, especially when you think about the fact in 2017, we actually – start our 7-year stretch with Virginia Tech.
Right. And that's going to be a big one.
And will you still be here for that?
2017, that's when I graduate.
Oh, so
when I graduate, give or maybe. You never know if I need to take another year because I was behind in classes or.
Well, I graduate this December, and
you'll still be rooting for ODU, right? Okay, good. Of course.
The thing the biggest problem I have right now is the fact that with my wife being a Dallas fan, I'm a Redskins fan. My house is torn, so I have my little section of the house that's burgundy and gold for the Redskins, and then she has the blue and silver.
I can't imagine how you guys even make that work. Oh my gosh!
I forgive her because she's from Dallas. She doesn't know any better. I love you, honey. But now that I'm an Old Dominion student, my burgundy and gold is starting to diminish, and the blue and silver are starting to take over.
Right.
Because I am way more proud of Old Dominion, even if we're the worst team in every sport, than I am for the Redskins.
Right, because we have more personal connections in the Monarch community. We've been here for so long. They say some of your best years are your college years.
That's it.
And it's definitely, I can agree with that. I mean, not right now. I still love my Giants, even though they're stinking it up. But I love ODU, and I got to get more into it.
Well, one of the saving graces is the fact that my fraternity, our colors are Harvard red and old gold, which is essentially very close to the burgundy and gold from the Redskins. So I kind of can get a trifecta going, and of course I can't forget the black and silver from the Spurs because
Oh yeah, well you're the only team you like that are actually doing really well.
Well, men's Old Dominion men's basketball is doing
well.
Pretty
That's very, very true. I just meant professional.
True.
Redskins.
They're kind of marginal. They're kind of marginal this year. Although Greg Popovich is a genius, and
we've never doubted that.
They're gonna make it to the playoffs. There's no doubt the Spurs are gonna make it to the playoffs. Nobody should doubt the Spurs. But when we're still winning games and all 5 of our starters are on the sideline, not too concerned. I mean, even what's his face? Kobe Bryant with his little maybe I should start sitting out too because I'm getting older and I can't play basketball like I used to. Who should have probably retired 2 years ago, but 24
he
million
just wants money. Yeah,
I don't blame him. Hey, if they're dumb enough to pay me that, I am okay with it. But you know what they're not dumb enough about?
What?
Monster trucks.
That's
right. And if you guys haven't heard yet, Monster Jam. That's right. The monster trucks, Bigfoot, Gravedigger.
Oh my God, Gravedigger.
They'll be coming to the Hampton Coliseum February 14th and 15th. So if you don't have anything to do for Valentine's Day, kid seats are still just $5. I had to say it because I've been hearing that for years living around here.
What?
The announcer, they always say on the radio when they talk about the Monster Jam at Coliseum, kid seats are still just $5.
Well, then you have to do just like them.
$5.
$5.
Tickets are still available for purchase, but WODU, if we're sponsoring, we're giving you a chance to win a pair of tickets to the show. Giveaways will be happening all this week on ORF Rock, the Vinyl Countdown, Mace Radio, and Radio 266. Wow, there's some new names there that I haven't personally heard. So there's some great shows out there, some classics, some new shows. So check them out because if it's on WODU Studios, the lineup is amazing. So hit up the website, WODUstudios.com, for giveaway times and details. That's right, for Monster Jam. Valentine's Day weekend.
Maybe you can take that significant other to the Monster Jam for Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Who wouldn't love that? I mean, unless they're not a redneck or anything.
My wife. My wife would be like, "Oh, this is fun. I love monster trucks just like you do, but if this is what you think you're getting away with for taking me on Valentine's Day, you can stay here with the monster trucks tonight." And I'll be like, "Okay, maybe if they'll let me drive."
Yeah, Valentine's Day. It's a tricky holiday.
Well, I mean, who doesn't like loud noises and mud and cars getting crushed? Yeah. I love it. You got a pen? You have a pen?
Somewhere, yes.
Somewhere. I hear you. That's awesome because I don't have a pen anywhere near, so I don't know what my problem is. Anyways, so here you go. There's so many amazing things that are happening right now in the world of sports. And Marcella.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
No, what can I believe?
Manny Pacquiao.
Oh yeah.
He's talking about retiring again officially.
Yep. But he says that it would be after he fights Floyd Mayweather. He still wants to fight Floyd.
Yeah. Well, do you think that's really going to happen, Marcelo? Do you think that Floyd Mayweather? I mean, they talk about it. Floyd says, "Well, yeah, I want it, but he wants like majority of the proceeds. He wants
yeah.
The
They
most
always
of the money."
Talk about
and I get it, money Mayweather. I get it, buddy. You want the money. But Manny Pacquiao's no dummy. He's not going to just sit there and roll over and like, "Okay, well, I always wanted to fight you, buddy. So, yeah, you can have the money." No, if you're beating me in my head and I have potential for brain damage, you're paying me.
Right, yeah. I completely agree with that. And, I think they just beat around the bush a lot. I mean,